will be okay with y'all's
And we're
audio.
gonna find out one way or the other.
We will. That's right. We'll find out one way or the other, Alex O'Neill. The future of Destiny.
The
We're here,
future
baby.
of space wizards, Mike Burgess.
Yep.
We're living in the world where space wizards are real.
I mean,
And there's.
obviously.
We're
I don't
going.
like
We're
semantics,
who
but I'm
knows.
pretty
Who knows
sure
where
there's
we're
space
going.
wizards out there.
I think
Yeah.
so. Quinn.
Shout out to all my space freaks.
Yo, shout out to space.
Shout out to
Like,
space.
Yeah.
You see that cool picture of Mars that George tweeted about?
I didn't see that. That sounds.
Is it-
I'm sure
There's
it's
a
pretty
crater
cool.
in Mars that looks foamy, and George tweeted about it.
Whoa, ominous.
George. Those tweets. Oh yeah, I see.
But we're here. What's going on?
We're here. We're gonna watch this Destiny unveil.
The reveal. The reveal of the future of
Wait,
Destiny.
are we live?
We are live
Yeah,
on the internet.
Oh,
I said that minutes
this
ago.
is problematic.
Sorry, Quinn. They expect that from you at this point.
Yeah, that's
mean,
that is
honestly,
also that's
They're
also
not
true.
wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, we're all in the right here.
We're all
most
yeah,
of
we're
you.
all here. And actually, I should have freaking I did updated the
stream
thing.
info.
Yep, I did. I didn't. Let's just do this in real time. Whoop, take that off.
Yeah,
the
you do
screen.
that. I'll work on. I'm still working on this tweet. So you.
Because we're playing Final Fantasy Tactics.
Heck
Final
yeah, we
Fantasy
are.
Ooh,
How's that?
I got
Oh.
video starting.
Yeah, there is a video starting already. It's probably hopefully it's just a countdown.
I think it's probably a countdown.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got a 10-minute count.
that's some
Wait,
that's
we're gonna get a timeline here.
that's some good music.
Yeah, this is some of that classic Destiny.
Good music.
Oh yeah, this is the shit I love. Is that like OG Destiny?
Oh yeah, dude.
I
Vanilla
was there.
Destiny. Yeah, I was not. I was hard out. I played that alpha, and I was like, I know that this is a scam, and there's not much in this game. Turned out, I would fall in love with that game years later.
All right, we're updated. Sorry for the. We probably got a lot of random.
Final Fantasy Tactics notifications.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh no,
People
I
know-
I was also changing stuff in the background of the stream.
Oh, so people just saw like us updating it.
No, well, no, it just I had they're probably like doubled audio for like a little bit, but it should be fine now.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
that.
for me, I jumped out of Vanilla Destiny right before then Taken King launched, and I was like, no, I'm back in.
Yeah, a lot of people got out of Vanilla Destiny before those expansions start coming out, or if they didn't, when those expansions came out, they're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taken King for sure. Very good. I'm sad I missed all of it, Mike.
Yeah,
all
I
the
didn't
Destiny
I
stuff.
didn't get into Destiny until Destiny 2.
Destiny
think-
1 is probably one of my favorite games ever, honestly.
I think you would have dug the Taken King stuff, but I don't know if Rise of Iron or Vanilla stuff would have done anything for you.
Yeah, I'd be curious. Like I do own it still,
Yeah.
but I just never. I got it way after the fact and just never played it all.
I mean, for me, it's cool because like I love like vague sci-fi. That's
Yeah.
like it doesn't tell you like exactly what everything is. Like I love that kind of vague
And that's
like lore.
Yeah, that's literally
Yeah,
all of Destiny. Always.
That's the Destiny stuff. I love that shit too.
That's why like I like Star Wars. That's why I like Star Trek because it's all fucking vague as hell.
Yeah, I mean, it's the idea is to leave it to your imagination. The thing is, like, Destiny's not that vague, honestly. I mean, it is like anytime it's like describing something happening in the lore tabs and stuff, like it's always like super weird choices of words, very very non-committal descriptions of things, which I do appreciate. I like that kind of stuff. Like I've been catching up on lore for this, and like hearing about like there is a I've been like going back through the databases to see any and all like recollections or accounts of interactions with the darkness itself. And one of the great lore books is the Queen Mara lore book, which was
it's certainly
Forsaken
difficult to be
era.
away from all the folks that you
We're
work
getting
with
some
day to
video
day.
here.
You know, it's kind of like a family.
We're getting a little dev
This is a
diary
company that
vibes
talks
here,
about
but
people first.
there's like
It
this
talks about
really
values.
great
It talks
description
about
of the
really,
moment
really
that
caring.
the Awoken
That
were
is
created, that were birthed. You know, they were
When you
attacked
look at
by
the number of things we
a
were able
pyramid
to
ship,
accomplish
you
in
know,
a
that
pretty
we'll hopefully
short
be
period of
learning about
time,
today.
it's a
And it
testament
used like this
to
gravity
all the
weapon,
skills
and it's like an
passion
account
at
of
all
like
levels of
the
company.
staff that are being like assaulted, and it's like I felt
The first
they
case of a new
describe like I feel the
potentially deadly
shockwaves
virus
of gravity
has been
through my body,
confirmed in
tearing
the
my
United
atoms
States,
apart, and it's like
and
this
it's
is
right
so
in our
rad.
own
And
backyard.
then like the
Given
moment that
explosion
they're
of
like
the
torn into
COVID-19
pieces and
virus in our
recreated into
state
the
and
Awoken,
globally,
it's
I
very
will
Right.
sign a statewide
like wordy
executive
and very like
proclamation
ethereal
later today,
descriptions. Like there's some really good
temporarily
stuff out
shutting
there.
down
It was a
restaurants,
tangent, but
bars,
I like more.
entertainment,
Whoa.
and recreational facilities.
They're getting
I'm
into
very
some.
excited.
Yeah, they're getting, sorry, they're getting into some real shit over here.
In
Yeah,
February, when we
But-
were starting to hear early stages about the global pandemic.
they're just talking about like the pandemic.
Oh, they're
now.
talking about like probably
First time I'd ever
transitioning.
heard
to
the
Yeah.
social distancing
COVID.
before to
Yeah.
COVID,
the
yeah.
entire studio working from home in a matter of a couple
Buy
of
this
weeks.
pizza. Move away from the mic.
It was
Yeah, it's pretty
scary.
intense.
It was kind of
Um,
chaotic, a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah. I've
uncertainty.
definitely I've
We
been
had
slowly
to
catching up on
rise
like
to this
what the
challenge
current
and go from a
state and
studio
world of
all
Destiny
working in
is.
person day to day to
And
working
like
distributed all
it
over
seems like
Puget
it's
Sound
kind of how
region.
how it always
We
kind of
developed
goes,
a
at least
five-phase plan
from
driven
the
by
general
5
consensus
priorities
of
and top priority for us
Destiny of like
employee
a big expansion drops.
So
It's
very
always
quickly,
it's very well received. Everybody loves what they're doing in it. And then the follow-up stuff that kind of comes after it kind of like slowly detracts and gets not as good, and then it ramps back up into being very good again with another expansion.
Particular about Destiny
Yeah,
is
that's how
we
I
do work
typically
on
do
Bungie
Destiny.
machines
Is
to
I
make sure
just
that
like
we
I
keep
buy all the
certain aspects of
expansions, I
Destiny
play
secure,
it,
and
then I
so
like put
in order
40,
to do
50
that, we
hours
had
in
to
it,
look
then
at
I just
provisioning
drop
up
because
to
I don't want to
400
do this
laptops, which was a huge number for us.
So
They're getting better with the seasonal stuff. I think they've definitely got a good format. They just have to make it more engaging, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like as long as they keep hitting those like annual expansions as hard as they have been, I'm like always gonna be in for those because like Shadowkeep is some of the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I was thinking
the last two expansions
dungeon
for Destiny have been fantastic.
the dungeon that when you, Jeff, and I went through it, Mike, was just so fun.
Yeah, that dungeon was really cool. And like it seems like when they're able to get that stuff in and it works really well, but then they kind of have to try and like so far at least I kind of dropped off after like the Season of the Dawn started, and then kind of I saw kind of the shifting they were doing and wasn't really the biggest fan of it, and then kind of fell off. And I've heard kind of throughout Dawn and now like Worthy is the one that's just ending. Yeah, like they said they were kind of not doing so hot. At least that's just what I've seen from people kind of talking.
Yeah, I mean, there's also been like a lot of because I was reading about it too. There's a lot of cheaters and hackers.
Yeah, in the
what can we do for kids in the area? So we
in the yeah, because they added back the Trials of Osiris at some point during the this, and yeah, like there's a lot of people cheating and doing a lot of breaking
so
apart.
I think some of that's like the struggles of Bungie kind of being on their own, not having as much server support as they used to. So we'll get there. I think that there will be an era, hopefully by the time we get to Destiny 3, where like all year round Destiny is still fun and engaging.
Yeah. So that's ultimately what I'm super curious about. As like right now, I definitely want to be sold on one. Not necessarily one like why would I come back right now and not come back when a new expansion comes out in the fall? Where like I think they're going to talk about what's going on in this new season, and they're probably going to also talk a little bit about what that next expansion is going to be about here. That's kind of what everyone is assuming here, and that's what I would assume too, because it seems like they have not hyped or like did a thing like this for the previous seasons, right?
No.
So I'm sure it's going to be more than just talking about a season. So
Yeah. I'm curious if this is going to tie into that like ship landing into the earth.
yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a lot of the darkness and what they've been building towards is, which they technically really were building in Shadowkeep and then like loosely doing over the course of these seasons, and now they're finally like, all right, it's time to get into this.
Can't say enough.
Yeah.
So-
Shadowkeep was so good.
The thing that
Yeah.
I learned most from this
It really
is
was.
doing
And
the right thing
honestly, if they can
prioritizing
do,
people's health
like,
and well-being
how
has
they
a
made
rippling
the darkness
effect.
so
I think that
creepy
we'll
and
see that in
everything
the game,
once
and
it's
I think
actually
we'll see that in the
there, and
community for
like,
years to come.
you know, I heard rumors about like a 6-person event where you would go into one of the pyramid ships and like go on like excavations, and like you would be fighting like ghosts and shit and nightmares and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds
if
cool.
they can do stuff like that, like, man, I'm so in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
now
gonna be
they're showing the
interesting.
currencies and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I play Destiny solo, and you two are always squad up. So like this is gonna be
Not
very
always.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a mix.
I like-
you're in a raid team. I've never
Yeah,
been
I mean,
in a
we've
raid
got our group for like.
there
when
it
we
is.
wanna do
That's
group
what
events.
that's the name of the season that leaked. By the
Season
way.
of Arrivals. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a pyramid ship.
Yeah, that was the name of the. That's the new season.
Oh, what's next? Or unless it's just
That's what
I
I
like
guess.
that.
There it is. There's.
I like that insignia a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like all the different seasons.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of Destiny stuff.
Yeah, it's a good way.
Yeah,
to
they're
do
definitely. Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna lead with this.
That's got.
Yeah, hi Scott in the chat.
Hey Scott.
But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. Of like, I'm excited to see like the seasonal stuff, but as like, is it gonna really be enough for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna jump in like right now and start playing it, because like, you know, that's the whole thing of this. The new season starts literally today, like after this thing. Like that's what
It
they
is
kind of
cool
timed it
that-
with this. So I'm curious like how big of a thing it's gonna be, or can I just be like, all right, there's gonna be an expansion, and I can probably just wait till the expansion and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably where you're gonna be at. But it is cool that right after this, there's probably gonna be at the very least like a new 6-person activity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'll be like right available.
Right.
All right.
So,
Here we go.
Buckle
it's Destiny
up.
time, baby.
Or wait, nope.
Oh, we're gonna wait 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
it's good. This is good. Like throwing it in front of everybody. Shout out
Oh,
to
wow.
Bungie also
Yeah.
for having a very good response to the whole
Yeah.
racial injustice.
Yeah, because that's what they were talking about during their thing too. About they have like a Bungie Foundation, which is like a kind of charity organization, and they were talking about how they were donating to local communities and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
really good.
This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It gives us more time to speculate.
Yeah, and I think, and it's good that they're doing this too, especially right as like they, like have this whole lead up, and I know there's gonna be fucking.
It's good.
I mean, they had some because when I opened up the YouTube they had chat disabled. So.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Good call.
Twitch might be, but I have it full screen, so who
Yeah,
knows?
Who cares?
And who cares exactly?
It is.
Yeah.
Close it.
It is open. But no,
Yeah.
I think I'm excited to see what they do next. I'm hoping they do more stuff on the Earth. Because
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
What I would
zone next to
love,
the moon.
because even though I like that live event, which I didn't get to watch live. I know Alex, you were talking about on the podcast, the Irrational
Yeah.
Passions podcast.
I recapped it. I think I covered all the major points.
Yeah, and like, well, it sounded like a cool, like, you know, this is kind of their first time trying to do something like that. It seemed like it was overall kind of lukewarm, the reception of it to an extent. But something I think would be super cool, which if they would just do it over the course of this season, would be like, would Io be considered the furthest planet out in the system that we're in? Because isn't all the planets are technically in like our solar system?
I think Titan is technically the furthest.
The
out.
Titan. It'd be cool if like when the season starts and everyone goes to Titan, and then you see one of the pyramid ships that's slowly kind of like in
Oh, yeah,
there.
like coming into the skybox.
The skybox, yeah, and then as the season progresses, as you go to the planets getting closer to Earth, you'll start seeing like the pyramid ships on the different planets, like going by.
Yeah.
I think that'd be super dope.
Yeah, they're definitely like that, especially that being kind of like an entirely skybox-based thing that didn't necessarily come into the level. It did, like a meteor comes in, crashes apart, and breaks off a part of the tower, and that's where you go to like examine to get the emblem that shows that you were there when it happened.
Cool.
But if they're gonna do stuff like that, I think that was very much just like them testing the waters.
Yeah.
And again, like it went off without like crashing the game, without causing like huge problems. And I think
it made a lot of good memes. Because I shared one in our squad. We're just like, guys, the event's starting, and someone just photoshopped Travis Scott standing next to the Traveler like in the city. It's really good.
Super funny.
Scott in the chat says, I would like some cool stuff for people that aren't all geared up for endgame, like for people like me that is behind that may be able to try out or enjoy before I get into that end stuff. I mean, I feel like with how the seasons are now, like they kind of like streamlined a lot of people in, not necessarily needing to be the highest gear score. I feel like they are
high gear throughout it too.
Yeah, like that's kind of what the season passes are for, more or less.
Yeah, like the two biggest things that they've done, like they'll always, anytime expansion comes out, you can always get a boost that will take you up to the level you need to do to start the first story mission of that expansion. So that's always an option. But also now with the season pass, the first mark of every season pass that you get automatically is a full set of seasonal armor.
That puts you at that score more or less.
Yeah, at that power that you need.
Because I think that's like a thing of, I'm pretty sure all of the seasonal events that have been across these ones have pretty much been at those levels, and then you can go up from there. Because they really haven't added like any like I think like the most end game thing they added was Trials of Osiris, I think. And like they haven't really added any raids or anything, right? I don't think they've done much of that in these seasons. So
I'm very curious to see if they're going to totally revamp that system. Also, 420. Everyone at home, please.
I'm 5 seconds behind. So.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
I hope they add a photo mode. That's all I fucking want in this goddamn game. They can. It's feasible.
I would say, honestly, the thing I want is crossplay. Like, this seems like, I know, like, you know, a lot of the speculation is like this fall expansion is kind of the end of 2, and next year we'll probably see Destiny 3 or whatever. It probably won't be called Destiny 3, but you know what I mean. Like the next main new, like a new video game you go buy.
It can be D3 to me.
Yeah, D3 to me. But like I feel like now is like still like a totally good time to add crossplay to this game.
Yes.
Please let me play on a PC so I do not have to sit through PS4 load times anymore. Because good lord,
it's pretty bad.
It's bad,
real bad. It's gotten so much worse. Also, like because they got good again when Shadowkeep came out, and it got way worse.
Yep, because they've been adding all this content, and like now we have all this seasonal content, which I think they've kind of been like shifting in and out. So like it might be a little bit better now, but like a whole nother expansion is coming this fall, and it's gonna be.
Yeah, I was playing earlier today. Although like if you know that these games will be on PS5, Xbox Series X, so presumably they'll have better load times then. So like I'll be happy. But yeah, I think crossplay is great.
Guys,
I mean, like
loading on Stadia.
Oh yeah,
it's true.
I don't even think that's true though. Like,
yeah, I don't think so either. I feel like it would be how like turning the game off and then turning it back on PS4 like from sleep mode where it kind of disconnects you anyway, and then I have to reconnect to a server. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that's how Stadia works too.
Yeah, but like just disable crossplay for Crucible, enable it for raids and patrols and stuff. Like it's super. At the very least, like you don't have to go all the way with it. It doesn't have to be implemented in a crazy way, but I think as long as raids and public activities like strikes and stuff can be crossplay.
Yeah, and just give people options to be like, hey, do you want to queue in with console players only or PC players only? Yeah. So just have those options. Yeah.
And then I know they don't have the Activision back in anymore, and they have all the Call of Duty setup infrastructure now. So it would have been helpful, I'm sure, to have that. But I think if the new expansion is a good like tentpole moment to see if you can implement that.
Yeah. I think.
And they did cross save, so I think they can do it.
Yeah, exactly. I think they can do cross save. If Phantasy Star Online 2 can come here 8 years later and have crossplay between Xbox and console. Granted, it's all on the same like Microsoft like stuff, so it's like like PSO's not on Steam, it's on the Windows Store, and Destiny's on Steam and stuff. Yeah.
Because
Um,
Microsoft is the reason that came.
yeah,
to
that's
less
like
than-
they're like there. They Microsoft basically just gave them their like streaming, the cloud infrastructure stuff, and I'm glad they did because like it was really awesome to. I played 15 hours in the betas that came out on Xbox when I had an Xbox, and then sold my Xbox, and then loaded up the Windows Store PC version, and all of it was there. Like my character, all 15 hours, all the stuff I got on there was just boom. I mean, like I didn't really have to do anything. Like there wasn't any like weird logins I had to put in or anything. Just installed the game, started it, and then I was that same character. So like if like Destiny kind of has that already, but like if they could get that working. There it is. Also, Scott says if Power Rangers Battle for the Grid can have total cross-play, Destiny can. There you go. There's another one. So
Agreed.
cool. Well, here we are. That's that's 10 more seconds here. I got 8 seconds.
Yeah, I got 14 on my end. Also, please donate to these charities.
Yeah.
If you can.
If you haven't already.
Yes.
If you have, thank you. You're
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
I
Good
try to
work.
donate weekly.
Here we
I've
go,
donated
gentlemen.
Through 3
That
different.
was a good move on Bungie
It was.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
was cool. Especially like a week later, keeping it in everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Because I know in like San Diego, protests are kind of dying down. So I'm going to be going with another one today. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
Bungie TV.
Haven't seen this. Yeah, I haven't seen that little thing in a while. You see Deej.
Yeah,
it's
it's
probably going right to Deej, I'm guessing. Pre-recorded.
Interview footage.
I'm Mark Norsworthy. I'm the Destiny 2
Cool. Look at these
general manager.
properly
Interesting.
distanced
I'm
buddies.
Smith. I'm the Destiny 2 game director.
Hell yeah.
Before we started the show today, we wanted to just acknowledge the circumstances and the unprecedented times we're in. This is not
Killed for
how
some
we had
subtitles.
planned this several months ago.
It's not available on
to
Twitch.
Talk about the future of Destiny 2 and reveal where we're headed with the team.
The VOD will have it.
You know, this show's not how we planned it. We're building the game not how we planned it, from our living rooms and basements and with our kids and our dogs and all sorts of stuff on our laps while we're trying to make this game.
Yeah, this is just there's like an inherent weirdness to this. Even the weirdness of this is the first time I've seen you in person in the last like probably 3 months, and I don't know if people know, but outside of the show that is work, like those are actually pretty close. Like we hang out, we talk all the time. Our significant others are buddies, like, and so. It's super weird just to see you in person.
Yeah, not on a screen.
Yeah, not on this little like Zoom screen on an iPad or something.
That's how I'm gonna
It's
feel about
it's
my
totally
coworkers when I
fine.
go back.
Yeah, I know.
This is
Right?
not
Like, who are you?
Look how candid this is.
Certainly our hope was that it would
Yeah.
be
You know what's
more than
weird
just
is like I still
us two
have a
talking
job that
about
I
this
go out
stuff.
and I see people
And over the
for
course
my
of the
job,
summer,
so this is like
a bunch
totally
more
normal
folks
for
from the
me.
team are gonna
Yeah.
talk about what we're-
I mean, like
what
my
we're up to,
roommate
what we're
has
gonna
this
do.
whole time. He's never stopped working this whole time. So.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Get that CG video.
Oof. I'm already into this. I'm already into these vibes.
Oh, this is the full video that we got teased.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Give me that like good shit.
It's like, is that Europa?
This is Europa.
It is Europa.
People assume Europa is going to be the new exploratory zone in the fall expansion.
Is that okay, so
Excellent.
up there? Ooh,
Who's that?
Airsborne.
Who's that other person though?
Yeah, who's the other person?
People have been assuming that like this thing is going to show off some
Is
fan
it gonna
cards.
be
Oh, that's a pyramid ship opening.
That's a pyramid shit like opening up.
Mm-hmm. Yo.
Stranger, dude.
Dude, this is my fucking shit.
Very good cinematic.
Yeah, these are going to be the
Oh my
van
God,
cards.
it's Stranger, dude. From Destiny 1. I think there's a ship in the planet.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. I can't believe the Stranger's back. that's a cool ghost.
Whoa.
This is what I brought you here to see.
Holy shit.
Yo, that's a cool ass ghost.
It's a cool ghost, right? Beyond the light. Whoa.
There it is, September
Yo, get the
22nd.
fuck out. Beyond Light.
It's the expansion.
September. Ooh.
So,
Okay.
Luke, is it finally time
Just
to
inject
explain?
all of that in my veins.
You know, listen,
Yeah.
like some jerk said
Holy
that
shit,
we were
that
done
looks
with the
fucking
Stranger
dope as
story,
fuck.
and as you get back into Destiny and you keep
Scott says
looking
turn up
around
the
and finding
Bungie stream
stones
a
to
little
uncover,
bit.
a character who
Got
says
it.
that she's not forged in light, and where the two of you meet, ground can break, becomes a pretty interesting tool to leverage here in Destiny 2 Beyond Light and going forward. You know, it is the beginning of a brand new era in Destiny 2. This fall, you're going to discover Europa, a brand new destination,
So-
and one of the first destinations
I really
we
liked
envisioned
Mars
long
and the
ago when
snowy
Destiny
parts of
began.
that
This is the birthplace of the
zone, so
Exo
I'm very
and the
excited for
site of a
Europa.
newly active pyramid ship. As a player, you're going to face Aramis, a fallen warrior wielding a brand new power born from a very ancient darkness.
Like you, Aramis is a leader, but unlike you, she seeks revenge against the Traveler first, scattering her people's once great houses to the cosmic winds.
It's up to you to confront Aramis and her growing empire on the frozen battlegrounds of Europa. And it's up to you to go beyond and discover long dormant secrets hidden beneath the surface in places lost to time, like
The Deep Stone Crypt.
yes, there you go.
That one I
Lore
heard
corner.
of. That one I
yeah,
heard of, yeah.
doing
They've
it.
been talking about the deep.
There's a
Stone
lot more to
Crypt for a long
Europa
time.
than you might imagine. And here's your first look at gameplay from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
We're just getting expansion stuff right now.
Cool.
Where I come from,
Pre-alpha
the Darkness
footage?
One, I have witnessed this firsthand.
All right. I'm very
I
Whoa.
refuse to let it happen again.
These are cool environments.
It's
Yeah,
time
this
the
is a
truth
cool
presented
Bungie logo.
itself to you.
Very, oh
Darkness
my
resides
fucking
within,
God. Very different
beckoning you.
environments.
This is a truth we cannot hide from. And so we must embrace it. The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Oh, it's
Let's
frozen
cross it
dudes.
together.
Yeah. I think these might be the dark powers.
Yo.
Wield the darkness.
There it is, man. Oh,
Beyond, baby.
man.
Subclass, whole new elemental type.
I will give these guardians the destruction they crave.
Is that one of the fallen leaders?
Yeah, with darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that's confirming darkness
Man,
subclasses.
it's time to wield the
So that's gonna
darkness.
be. I think
We've
that's
been waiting.
Aramis.
Destiny 2 Beyond
Yeah,
Light ships to all currently
also,
supported
like,
platforms on
holy
September
shit, I
22nd
got-
this year. And it kicks off a new era in Destiny where players will discover the true nature of the light and the dark. Not just walking the thin line between, but wielding the darkness itself as a weapon with stasis.
And we did just get like a very brief look at that today. And, you know, obviously we're going to end up showing more throughout the course of the summer. And the other thing is Stasis, this new power, isn't just going to be Guardian supers and abilities. It's a brand new damage type. So that means it's going to ultimately sit alongside Solar, Arc, and Void as
Stasis,
the first new
okay.
element we've introduced to the game since the original Destiny release way back in 2014.
This is a big deal. Like, it's a big deal to add this to the universe. Like, it changes everything.
And it's a lot of work. Today, yeah, you got a glimpse of this new power, and it's definitely the pursuit and acquisition and the player's ability to wield it is something that's going to be woven in through the narrative of the game. Like, the game is kind of a collision course between you and Aramis, and we're going to show you a
So
bunch
if there's a
more
new
about
power,
Stasis
there's probably gonna be new
later in the year.
subclasses too.
Because though
Yeah.
we're excited
Mhm.
about what we're delivering this fall, we did say that Destiny 2 Beyond Light was the beginning of a new era.
What does that mean? Well, it means that we're thinking about Destiny beyond just any given year and thinking about it over time. And so we want to take a look into kind of the long future of Destiny, but when you want to look ahead, like we're about to do, it all starts back at the beginning.
Interesting. I'm curious what their new philosophy is going to be.
Hell yeah, let's go back to 2014.
Yeah,
Opening
it's
cinematic, dude.
I remember
The
that.
Traveler and its arrival changed.
Are they putting Destiny on PC, you think? Is that what this is?
Ooh, you know what? That actually could totally be
Eyes
it.
up, Guardian.
You must push back the darkness.
Or they're just like talking about
Guardians of
Or they're about to be like, boom, all Destiny stuff is coming to Destiny 2 or something.
2. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I
Six
would
of
kill
us
for that.
went down into the pit.
Nah, this is just like going through the story.
Yeah.
In the end, they all bowed before me.
Marisov is so hot.
We have slain his brood. We have murdered his son. And now the Taken King comes for us
That Oryx
all.
is so fucking cool, man. These are all cutscenes from the Taken King expansion.
Y'all, I miss Cade.
I miss Cade, dude.
We thought we were indestructible.
I really like Rise of Iron.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not the best mission, but I really like it.
You've merely forgotten the fear of death.
It's very like all about honor and stuff.
Yeah, and Saladin is just so good.
I actually don't like.
It gets a lot of grief. I like it a lot. I thought it was so cool.
I just don't like golf.
Guardians anymore.
Yeah, you don't get enough time with him. Luckily, like Callus is also there, and Callus is a way more compelling villain.
Yeah.
Especially, mostly because you don't know what side he's on.
Forsaken was good.
Yeah.
Last words.
Forsaken was really good.
Forsaken is yeah. I love the Tangled Shore a lot.
So, this is to be a reckoning.
I mean, the Dreaming City is.
Yeah,
Go
that's
so good. Such a good moment.
so funny that they jumped over Osiris and Rasputin.
Yeah, they did.
Not surprised. I feel like they might jump over. Yeah, they're gonna jump over the other seasons.
Yeah, they're just kind of going to the main stuff here.
How long has it sat in silence, watching us? It seems those responsible for our collapse are coming
That
back.
stasis power.
There was.
We've been waiting.
All that time ago.
I know.
We are your salvation. The line between light and dark is so very thin. Do you know which side you're on?
Oh. The Witch Queen. Excuse me?
Huh.
A side should always be taken,
What?
Whoa, they're just going for it.
Damn.
even if it's the wrong side.
Wait, so
Lightfall.
Whoa.
all right,
We are building Destiny's future today, right?
all right,
inside of
2022.
Destiny 2.
Huh.
It starts with Beyond Light coming this fall.
It's going to continue with the next major
Yo.
expansion.
Ooh, I like
Witch
knowing
Queen,
what's
and
the
Lightfall is going
plan
to kind
is.
of drive this all to a moment. These three releases represent this new era in Destiny. These eras began really in 2014 with that era of light, where players entered Destiny for the first time. They were resurrected. They went to the tower. They learned about the things the children were scared of, and we exited that era.
It's just George
and
Cruz in
we
the
became
chat. Just
Guardians.
2021 Jupiter moon is
Empire of
haunted.
Loss.
2020.
All moons
One of
are
our
haunted.
mentors are innocent,
Yeah, I mean, he's not
and
wrong.
soon
He is
we will
not
be
wrong.
entering an era
You
of
think
darkness.
Europa's not haunted?
And if it's not
That shit's
clear,
haunted.
Yeah, that shit is super haunted.
Yeah, dude.
Last year, we laid out a vision for the game that we wanted to build the definitive action MMO. Place it in an awesome, evolving world that you can play anytime, anywhere with your friends. We are still completely committed to this ambitious vision, and we're going to continue reaching to deliver.
I guess this is also telling people like, hey, we had that contract that was supposed to end, but it looks like they're just kind of going.
Some mix of salt and space dad. We haven't gotten everything right out of the gate. For example, we've already begun working on changes that we're going to make to our seasonal model in year 4 to get a bunch of the FOMO that's in the game right now out of it. And this is a
That's cool.
response not
So
only to
that's kind of
feedback,
addressing what
just,
Scott's talking about.
We took it in the wrong direction. You can lay that at me. We're also working on things like transmog, and that's going to be an experience that means armor is kind of always valuable to you because it can always represent a look for you to chase. And we've got a bunch of other improvements to the experience that we're working on.
If they were still with
Things
Activision, they would have just
the
announced
quest
Destiny
log is
3 and
gonna
Destiny
get,
4.
another awesome
Maybe.
revision. We've got small
Yeah.
touches.
Definitely
Like,
Destiny 3.
Off requested
Yeah, I
one,
think I
think
definitely
when
agree
we
with it's
started
definitely been Destiny
Beyond
3.
Light, this was one that I made to Mike Zach in the
Yeah, getting a dark title screen back in Destiny so that the light white heat of the title screen doesn't light up your entire apartment at 2 a.m. So
Thank
there are the
God,
small
because honestly,
features,
I've been
but then there's
blinded by
also
that
some
fucking
big
title
features,
screen
and
so
I
many
think one of the biggest
times.
is next generation support.
I think one
There it is,
the
next
most
generation
exciting things we're
support.
going to talk about is the game's going to run at 60 frames per second
Oh,
and 4K resolution
bless.
on the new hardware.
We're also really happy to say that whatever content you already own or will own in Destiny 2 will come with you to your next generation
Cool.
console of choice at no extra charge.
Cool.
On PlayStation, you'll be able to upgrade
Photo mode,
to PlayStation
question mark?
5 for free.
For free.
And on Xbox, we will support smart delivery also for free.
Cool.
Nice.
In plain English, this means if you own Destiny 2 expansion content on those platforms now or in the future or by Beyond Light in September, you can keep playing on the same family consoles for free without buying the expansions again. We think that's going to be awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about busting up your friends list either because
Crossplay.
we're going to support intergenerational crossplay with
There we go.
each console platform ecosystem as
That's
well.
that's what I want to hear.
This means that if your brother's playing on PS4 and your sister's playing on PS5, all three of you can play together. We're going to do the same thing in the Xbox ecosystem.
Okay, it's
This
just
year we're
console
focused on
console
intergenerational
specific.
It's
play.
just
Hopefully
those
next
consoles.
year we
Console
can finally do
based,
the thing and get
Which
them
is still
all playing
cool.
together in the same
Wait,
time.
he said next year.
Next year.
So
Crossplay.
Shadowkeep was cool.
Next
Shadowkeep
year.
brought that and upgraded and enhanced
Yeah.
it. And so
Almost
we
so
we
close.
brought a destination.
We'll see, because
onto the
they could
vault,
maybe
So
pull up like
close.
Spruce
PC
it up, and that's where you got
and
to play.
PS4.
Yeah.
We're not doing that with this fall's destination, Europa. It's a brand new place you've never been before. And both the Witch Queen and Lightfall are going to also include brand new, never before seen destinations.
Cool.
These expansions will stretch out across the timeline that's going to bring much anticipated enemies to the forefront and hopefully deliver
so
some
new
twists,
enemies.
turns, drama.
Yes.
A new
that,
enemy faction.
You don't think anyone's going to
Finally. The
But
Darkness
to deliver these
faction.
big content beats each and every year and keep building on top of our seasonal experiences while making technological leaps forward, we also need to make some big changes to the way we treat
As
some
long
of
as
our
the
older
Vala is fine,
legacy
I'm happy.
Oh, they're gonna retire some stuff.
That maybe's getting a little long in the tooth that you're not really looking at and playing anymore. You're not.
Destiny 2 is a huge game. We have 9 destinations, 40 story missions, 54
Titan's getting
adventures,
smoked, y'all.
42 lost sectors, 17 strikes, 31 PvP maps, 7 raids, and hundreds of game systems that layer on top of that. I could go on, and I probably screwed up one of those numbers. The fact is, the game is too large to efficiently update and maintain. We're on track to be like 115 gigabytes on PlayStation alone, and our updates to the game are huge, and we're starting to reach the limits of our ability to patch.
We don't want to start over
Damn.
from scratch and build a sequel. And in order to make a
Oh.
sequel, we would have to stop supporting.
Just
the
calling it
sequel.
out like that.
It would effectively go dark.
I
You know, we
appreciate
talk
that
about
transparency.
A single evolving world. A
Yeah.
single evolving world, not multiple evolving worlds, but a single evolving world. And we don't want people to have to start over. We don't want to have that loss of continuity with our game systems and our communities and all the players together.
We don't want to put another note
This
on
is
the box.
a cool conversation.
So instead, here's our plan. Each year, just as a new expansion comes out, we're going to cycle older, less actively played activity and destination content out of the live game and into what we're calling the Destiny Content Vault, the DCV.
DCV.
Moving content into this vault is going to allow us to add support for D2 for years, including Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and Lightfall. This vault is also going to allow us to take content from Destiny 1 do some work on it, get it ready to come back into the Destiny 2 ecosystem.
Wow.
So we're not just going to be taking stuff away. We're also going to be going into the classic vault and kind of bringing some stuff back, or unvaulting activity and destination content each year.
Thinking about the greatest hits of Destiny, right? Like, what are the new tracks we can lay down? What's something from the past that was like pretty cool that could be made even better if it existed today?
The Disney Vault concept.
What does
I like
that
it.
look like?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that people. There's a lot of awesome stuff.
They're basically just saying like, hey, there might be some raids from the first game in this, or some raids that they're going to take out.
Destiny 1's Cosmodrome is coming back this fall as a selectable destination.
Oh wow!
Strikes are also going to come back in Season 12 and Season 13. And
so that awesome first place from Destiny 1's coming back.
Players haven't played Sepix.
Yeah,
Sepix was the strike from the
He says, George said, Loot Cave, 60 FPS, 4K.
Fuck yeah. And 3 strikes too. It's cool.
I'd also like to say Destiny 2, 60 FPS on PC, freaking console babies.
Well, let's not do that again.
It's good on PC, y'all.
It
looks good. I'm excited to finally be able to enjoy that.
There's a lot of great content in our past, and maybe this year we'll see a classic raid come back. I think it'd be pretty amazing this year to see the Vault of Glass kind of unvaulted.
Wow,
the Vault of Glass is coming back.
I can imagine things like champion Praetorians instead of just regular Praetorians, and kind of updating it slightly to the modern context.
Mike, you're gonna like that raid.
Still preserving that.
You get the time travel in it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm so glad we'll be able to play King's Fall and stuff now.
That's been in the game for a long time. That's been free. That isn't actively played, and that's when some of that is going to be vaulted.
Well, after the show, we're going to have a much more in-depth article that you can read on our plans for vaulting content on Bungie.net, and why we're taking this unprecedented approach and what it means for the game this year and for the game going forward. We're also going to be conducting a bunch of interviews to answer your big questions, and we will continue the conversation with coverage in our ongoing This Week at Bungie community conversations, as well as there will be a bunch of player support and DPS articles about this all summer long. You know, we've placed a bunch of bets on the Destiny Cosmic board, whether it's the Traveler waking up, whether it's the Stranger dissolving after telling you, there's so much more to explore out there. And so we're going to start to bring a bunch of these threads home. And here's a look at the beginning of those threads coming home to roost this summer in Season of Arrivals.
Okay.
Cool. Now we finally get to learn about the season.
The Almighty has been reduced to smoldering ash. And with allies like Rasputin, who can stop us?
Oh god, yeah, that'll do it.
From Titan to Mercury, their shadow reaches.
Is there a message
back to Mercury?
A trick? We can't know until we hear their
here
words
too.
for ourselves.
They're at every fucking planet.
There it was. That's sick.
You will not need them.
Whoa.
Whoa, what is that?
We
that
offer
sword
only
looks
truth.
fucking sick.
All right, they got me, Alex. They fucking got me.
They got you that dope sword, man.
They got me. It's over.
Ooh,
oh.
New dungeon. Ooh, that's cool.
We are the
Make first contact to a new public event. New grenade launcher. Whoa, that was cool.
These exotic weapons look sick.
Yeah, those are cool.
Guardian.
Oh, that dungeon
is not over.
There
Yo,
it is.
what's that? Available now.
So that's the season.
Man, they make such good trailer.
Any minute now at
Yeah,
10 a.m.
they make
Pacific.
good trailers, man.
So today, we looked at a bunch of stuff. We talked about the Destiny content vault.
I kind of like that they're like,
into
hey,
the
we're not going to tell you about
past
what's
see
going on today. We wanted you to
how
go
we
check it
got to
out.
Where we are
Yeah.
today. We looked into the far future with the Witch Queen and Lightfall, and we also
Seems like
talked
Lightfall
about
is like the
Beyond Light,
end
which is the
game,
beginning
like
of a new era
the end
in
of
Destiny 2.
possibly the Traveler.
And if pre-ordering's kind of your thing, like the pre-orders are going to go live today. Like if you're interested, there's some sweet bonuses. And
so I don't know if you guys
know,
caught it, but
that's kind of the
Witch Queen's
summary of
basically
the show.
able to take the king.
And if you're excited about the start of Beyond Light and where we're headed, well, the season arrivals, it's kind of like a prelude you know, it's really setting up that story, and so we encourage you to get in and play.
There's one more thing I totally forgot. So today at 5 p.m. Pacific, we're going to launch a brand new dungeon called Prophecy. Prophecy is the dungeon that
Looks like we got some Destiny to play tonight, Alex.
All I'm going to say about it.
Hell yeah, we
do.
do.
There's a little bit of business to get to with it, and then we'll wrap. But it's got a brand new set of armor for you to chase. It's got some classic armor for you to chase. It's going to be at a really high power level, which means it's like a solid day's work plus a little bit of skill to summit that mountain.
It's free for all players.
It's free for all players. And we're going to show you a trailer in just a second. If you don't want to see anything from the dungeon, just click the little red X or like get up and go make an omelet and then come back and the stream will be over and you can play Season of Arrivals in Destiny 2. And I think that's the business side, right? We're like there. We've handled everything.
I think it's the time to say thank you all for tuning in and giving us your time today, and just for playing Destiny and being part of this amazing community.
It has and it will continue to be a journey.
Yes, Quinn.
On behalf of everyone at Bungie.
I'm in. I haven't seen the.
Stay safe out there, and
I'm in.
I'm curious what they're going to show the dungeon.
Yeah, it'll probably just be like a fun.
Oh, my stream froze.
A little clip there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This music.
It's the level design.
Yeah. Man, look at this place.
This looks so cool.
Whoa! All right, we're back in, Alex.
Holy shit! We're not gonna be able to play tonight. Let's see this tonight, though. It's gonna be too high power level.
Nope, we're doing it,
dude.
This level design is.
Yeah, this is sick.
This is some fucking MC Escher.
Seek the Nine.
So here for it.
Yeah, it's the realm of the Nine. That's cool.
There's that armor. The armor's sick.
That's sick armor. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Daito Foundry armor.
All right, we're back in.
We're in. Cool.
Yeah, I'm back in. They got me. That looked great. I was looking at the chat, but I was trying to watch the video at the same time. Scott keeps bringing up the point that this game is coming out like only a few days, or this new expansion is only like a couple days, I think, after Cyberpunk 2077, and I would say like I think that's fine because like that I think they
have different audiences.
Yeah,
super different.
Super different. I would say super different audiences. Like I think that's more so talking to like the crazy people like us who try to play every single video game that comes out. Where this is more for like the people that play Destiny for hundreds of hours, like, and are still playing Destiny a lot. So, like, yeah, that doesn't bother me. Like I will find a way to get into both of those games and be fine.
Yeah, and luckily Destiny is like a do your dailies kind of game,
yeah.
Right? Like you don't necessarily have to play nonstop. You can, and it's fun. But
yeah,
like, you can modulate pretty well.
Yeah, and like they usually always Destiny expansions usually kind of always hit this time frame really also. Like I think like the one exception was like Shadowkeep, which I think was like early.
Got delayed very last.
Right.
Minute, so. Yeah, this was a really great showing. It's cool for them to just kind of be very open about the plan. You know?
Yeah.
Like even
pretty much.
Even them saying like, yeah, Lightfall is a working title. That's what we think will be. Like them saying like, hey, you know, we want you to know as far as we know.
Yeah, it was definitely surprising for them to just be like, yeah, we have plans for Destiny 2 for like 3 more years, more or less.
Yeah, it was super candid, you know. It was very like open and like, hey, like, you know, we know Destiny 2 is old, and we want to keep doing it. We don't want to make a reset. So here's what we're doing to make it feel less old, and you know, it's going to new consoles, so we're gonna make it look better and run better. And we're not gonna make Destiny 3. We're gonna make Destiny 2 the Destiny. We're gonna put Destiny stuff in it, and it's just going to keep evolving.
That's I'm really interested to see them yeah, like they said, they're trying to make it a living world, and like they're gonna remix that old like I like that more than them just trying to to say like, hey, we're just gonna remaster Destiny 2 and put it out on modern consoles. Like rather do the work to like make it work in Destiny 2 with all the cool stuff that they've added to Destiny 2 and are continuing to add, and now remixing these things back into the world, so like you can see them like change and evolve from what they were from that original game. I think that's like a super cool thing to do for world building. Oh, we're getting an ad for, I think, the PlayStation 5 now.
Oh, nice.
Which we'll watch later this week as well.
I think for me, I'm more excited to see what that dungeon's all about, because I typically don't do that, like multiplayer content in Destiny.
Yeah.
So,
it's the dungeons specifically are honestly some of the best stuff in Destiny.
Yeah, that one we did was definitely very fun. And I'm super down for whatever the hell we just watched from that one where it's just
new dungeon is fucking buck wild.
Yeah, yeah.
Troll meets MC Escher meets like crazy trippy techno.
Yeah, totally. I'm super in to see what that is.
You go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say, like, they did the thing I said, where it was just like, I wanted them to give me a reason to jump into Destiny right now, and I want to jump into Destiny right now. Like they did the thing to be like, even though like the last couple of seasons have been iffy, like them saying like this is gonna be building for this thing, and is starting, and then they showed a lot of really cool new weapons that they're working on that are gonna be in this, and on top of, again, there's a new dungeon today that everyone can play, like that shows all the stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is the stuff I want to see in this game, so that's really exciting.
Yeah, it's cool to like I said earlier, like them, hey, we're going to talk about the far-flung future, and hey, there's also something new out today that we're not going to talk about because we want you to go check it out. Like they showed enough for us to be like, hey, now I really want to go fucking see this. Yeah. But also left a lot, to the mystery. And I guess there's big pyramid ships above all the fucking planets right now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, which is going to be a cool lead-in. And, like, even for their future content, there was, like, a little, like, quip from Eris Morn saying that, like, the Witch Queen's going to be the Taken King's fucking, relative.
Yeah, Savathun.
Like,
yeah.
Like, yo, like, we're going to dig into this
huge lore
hive shit.
Yeah, they've been building Savathun for a while.
The last of the kind of Oryx's family, is Savathun, and yeah,
because she was also a strike boss in Dark Below.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
She's or I think it's the priest of Savathun is that boss.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that, and even in Destiny 2, there's been a lot of Savathun talk. So
totally,
it seems like they're finally gonna pull that out.
Cool. Pull Savathun out of the box. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. When watching Destiny, I'm glad that we're all excited again.
Yeah, excited for Destiny. I'm gonna actually, honestly, well, I have to look where I have the expansions again. I might just boot up my PS4 and play.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play some today.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out today.
But for now, have a good day, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.